and I don't have a camera pointed over this way, so I'm going to point one this way, and I'm going to also turn on some microphones. And do we have a testing? We sure do. Microphone is working. Alrighty, continuing to march, and gonna go up here to the Facebook. I have a place up on Facebook. I don't visit it very often. People post things up. I've posted maybe 2 things, and that's about it. I figure now that YouTube should be coming up. There it is. And, well, no, pardon me, this is the Book of the Face. Bam. And I'll put the Sunday Night Islam Show. Boom. And then we go down to the next line. Okay, hosts. This is the Facebook, so the whole thing goes. Host Richard Solizak reading Surah 4. Bam. Okay, and we can go to start broadcast. And that's kind of a good thing because we're getting to 7:53 p.m. here at KXVS.org. Now, in the western states, we have what is a smog alert, air quality alert throughout the San Joaquin Valley and up to the crest of the Sierras. Also in southern Oregon and central Oregon and all of eastern Washington. So this is not good. Meanwhile, up in Alaska, we have a oh man, I don't know what's something about this screen. And winter weather advisory, yeah, that's for all of central Alaska. That's a good thing. And then over in North Nevada, Washoe County, we got going severe weather. I'm not reading it too well. Just severe weather going. Probably winds. Could be windy. Okay, we're going to go to a local. Is that, well, I apologize, people. That's, okay, continuing. We're going to get a local forecast here coming to you over KXVS.org. We got 7:55 p.m. And, okay, get in the Stockton, CA. And an update here. Yep, it's going to be hazy through Tuesday, and then sunny Tuesday afternoon. Apparently some wind is going to be coming through. Tonight's low looks to be 36, Monday high of 65, Monday night low of 38, Tuesday high of 66, Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 40. Then Wednesday, rain. Looks to be an 80% probability with a high of 59. Wednesday night, showers likely with a low of 54. Thanksgiving Day, chance of rain with a high of 58. And Thanksgiving night, Thursday night, a chance of rain with a low of 45. So the rain's going to be coming a bit sooner, so start battening down the hatches. Hey, the plant life's going to appreciate it. So let's get on to things here. And let me take down one thing here on the edition. Put it into the file. And okay, this won't take all that long. 17, 15, 13, 11, 9. Then we got to close it, and that's only another couple of clicks. Here we go in the closing. No. Save changes. No, there's no changes to save. Bam. Alrighty-us. Okay. Again, yes, we are open for business. KXVS, the voice of Stockton, reaches 100,000 people per month. So we're offering up business membership, and it's a live stream video program, simulcast on Facebook and YouTube, in studio or on location, embedded video banners with our video programs, social media status and event posts, live and recorded announcements, business member spotlight interviews and featurettes, business logo, and a link on our KXVS supporters page at kxvs.org and thevoiceofstockton.org, including traffic from thevoiceofsanjoaquin.org and thevoiceof209.org. All right. Here are some of our sponsors. That's community events. And that gets updated. And here we go with our sponsors. Hotel Furniture Liquidators, 1648 North Shaw Road. Nearest cross street is East Fremont, just east of 99. Get furniture for your home. The Miracle Mile Bookstore, 2210 Pacific Avenue, and Doors Book Recyclery, 2310 Pacific Avenue, where you can get books. And they might even buy books as well. And books for your home, the free library, kids, school libraries, yourself. Books are good. Custom Plastics and Signs at 326 East Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard here in Stockton. You can get displays made for your store or retail operation, or plastic fabricated to your commercial, industrial, or business needs. They sell plastic sheets, rods, and tubes. They make signs like you saw all over town for the political campaigns. Stencils, yeah, so that you can then stencil with the stencil made by Custom Plastics and Signs. Vehicle and boat graphics, they sell you the graphics come on like a wax paper. Then you peel it off and you stick the graphics right on the vehicle. I've seen it done. It's way cool. T-shirts and business cards printed, yes, at Custom Plastics and Signs, 326 East Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard here in Stockton. Millennium Computer Repair in the 209 at 922-1879. Sarfraz Khan will come and make your computer all better. Software and hardware repair done on site, and reprogramming of all kinds can be done. Habitat for Humanity Restore at 4933 West Lane, that's in the north portion. All of West Lane is north. It's at, it is 8:02 p.m. You are webtuned to KXVS.org, bringing you the voice of Stockton. I am Richard Slezak, your evening's host. Yes, at 4933 North West Lane is Habitat for Humanity Restore. New merchandise, lovingly used, is arriving daily. Furniture, building accoutrements, paint, cleaning supplies, tools, some equipment, HVAC, electrical, and built wall board, studs. Oh yeah, it comes through. Air conditioners, refrigerators. Yeah, stuff comes through there. So give it a shop at the Restore, 4933 West Lane. Tender donuts, we bake fresh daily. Chandra Sav and Siv Sam bake them up for you 7 days a week at 1304 East Hammer Lane. T-shirt printing and business card printing done at Leaders, 500 East Lodi Avenue, Suite A at Garfield. Those are some of our sponsors. You can be one too. Things going on here in Stockton. We got the Peaceful Holiday Fair coming up at the Central United Methodist Church on November 30th and December 1st. Get some shopping in. Nice things for all the nice people in your life. Again, that's 3700 Pacific Avenue on the 1st, on November 30th and December 1st. Peaceful Holiday Fair. Struggling with opiate addiction, Aegis, their treatment, inpatient, in-house and out. You can, they're here in Stockton at 8626 Lower Sacramento Road, Suite 41. Give them a call in the 209-478-2487. Again, that's for Aegis, opiate addiction. They can help. Got a play going at a great musical at the Stockton Civic Theater. Shows are on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through the 16th of December. Annie the Musical, and directed by Dennis Beasley and Sarah Speaker. And got music by Charles Strauss, arranged by Martin Charnin. And so that's going on at the Stockton Civic Theater, 2312 West Rosemary Lane. And Apollo Night Talent Show is coming up January 11th. And get in with that and give a call or email. 209. Okay, they're over at, going to be done at Cesar Chavez High School. And let's see, I'm looking over this card and not finding a lot of what I need. Oh, okay, 209-920-2355. That's 209-920 720-2355 is the number you want to call about the Apollo Night Talent Show. There's going to be singing, dancing, rappers, bands, comedy, models, and poets, all acts as well. All right, all right. And so there were our announcements, and let us get on with our feature show. And that is the Sunday Night Islam Show. We're in Surah 4. So let me bring up the audition, for this is going to be whoop, 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 whoop. And first thing we need to do is post the date. And today is November 11th. And Sunday Night Islam Show on the go for you. And it is 8:07 p.m. and 3, 2, 1, start. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, listening in on KXVS.org. I am Richard Slezak. It is the Sunday Night Islam Show, and we're going to roll it with Surah 4. And that's going to be coming right out of, let me change headphones here and kind of stay on my feet, because last week we had kind of a mishap, and I kind of ran out of gas during the show, and I'm going to try not to have that happen tonight. Now, by luck, I got tomorrow off, so can be not worried about wearing myself out or anything like that. So we're getting it together here, and we're going to be using the glorious Quran. It is a 1991 translation by a set of Turkish theologians who are bilingual or trilingual, Arabic and their Turkic tongues, and as well as English. So I like to have a show log, and that's paper doesn't forget. And again, today is the 18th, and we started the show at 8:07. Okay. Now, last week we only got out 2 pages, and that was from verse 27 through 37, and the footnotes were extensive. So we're going to start this evening at verse 38. And this is Surah 4. And we're using the glorious Quran. This is a 2006 9th edition that I'm utilizing. And so, as I said, last week we had kind of a run out of gas, not to be done this week. Verse 38, and those who spread their wealth in order to be seen of men and believe not in Allah, nor the last day, whoever takes Satan for a friend, an evil friend has he. What have they to fear if they believe in Allah and the last day and spend aright of that which Allah has bestowed upon them, when Allah is ever aware of them and all that they do. Surely Allah wrongs not even in the extent of an atom, and if there is a good deed, He will double it and will give the agent of the good deed from His presence great reward. How will it be when He bring a witness from every nation, and we bring you, O Muhammad, as a witness against these? And here's a footnote. All messengers of Allah came with the same purpose to convey the Lord's message, although principles and moral absolutes do not change. Just in things here. Nonetheless, since civil and social conditions change constantly, their applications must sometimes vary. The Prophet Muhammad, Mustafa, being the last messenger sent for the time of advanced conditions, came to remind striving man of the innocent, of the ancient message presenting it in the most appropriate form. People who it's people who tamper with the message or deny it completely will be brought to trial on the last day, and those messengers will bear witness against them, and the real prophets, Muhammad, and the final prophet, Muhammad, will testify in favor of all the messengers that came before him. According to a hadith narrated by Bukhari, the Prophet once asked the Ma'id to recite the Holy Quran, and he explained, "Should I be the one to recite to you, although it has been revealed to you?" The Prophet answered, "Yes, it pleases me a great deal to hear someone else reciting. Ibn Mas'ud continued, "Then I recite Surah Al-Nisa, and when I came to verse 41, he said, 'Enough for now.' He told me to stop, and when I looked at him, tears were coming from his eyes." And that was, let's see, let's go back, and it seems to me that's this very surah. Yeah. An-Nisa, the women. All righty. Verse 42. On that day, those who disbelieved and disobeyed the messenger will seek what they were level with. They will wish that they were level with the ground, and they can hide no fact from Allah. O you who believed, do not approach prayers when you are drunk until you know what you say, for when you are in a state of impurity following sexual relations and before bathing, except when you are on a journey, all you have till you have bathed. And if you be ill or on a journey or use of you comes from the privy, or one of you comes from the privy, or you have touched women, that is, laid with them, and you find not water, then take yourselves to clean earth and rub your faces and your hands. Surely Allah is benign, forgiving. Here's a footnote. Bear with me. When ablution is necessary to clean oneself to divine worship, and no water can be found in the surrounding area, the practice of acumum may be implemented. In Islam, strict cleanliness and purity, both of mind and body, are required, especially at the time of prayer, and when actual physical hygiene is impossible, a symbolic gesture activated by God's grace can supply for it. Tayammum, which is the facilitation or dispensation, can only be restored to its certain circumstances. The water might be too far away, or a person might be ill and cannot walk any distance. He might suffer from a disease which makes the use of water hazardous, or being on a journey, he might have limited supplies, and for an enemy or wild beasts, or fear an enemy. Do not you see that those, verse 44, do not you see that those to whom a portion of the scriptures had been given, how they by error and seek to make you Muslims or err from the right path? Verse 45, Allah knows best who are your enemies. Allah suffices as a friend, and Allah is sufficient as a helper. Some of those who are some of those who are Jews change words from their content and say, we hear and disobey. Hear you as one who hears not, and listen to us, disturbing with their tongues and slandering religion. If they had said, we hear and we obey, hear you and look at us, it had been better for them and move upright. But Allah has cursed them for their disbelief, as they believe not except for a few. And continuing, the Jews mischievously changed the scriptures that were given to them by Allah. They mutilated the words which they had received from Moses and the prophets. They even hid the passages which predicted the coming of the blessed Prophet Muhammad. Wherever they had an opportunity to insult and show their ill will in the new dispensation, they did not hesitate to do so. For except that Arabic words of old used in the above verse, if used respectfully, means please attend to us, and yet the Jews, with a twist of their tongues, implied at insulting meaning such as, O you that takes us to pasture, or in Hebrew, our bad one. The above verse is a condemnation of their behavior. Okay, that's worth noting. And the time we have 8:27, and that was verse 46. Muhammad accuses no, that's ACCU. CS accuses Jews of lifting Muhammad out of Torah and prophecies. O yes, O you to whom the scriptures had been given, believe it when we have revealed, confirming that which you possess before we destroy, commences, or as to confuse them, or curse them, as we cursed the Sabbath breakers of old. The commandments of Allah, the commandment of Allah is always offered. Allah will not forgive those who assign partners to him. He forgives all except that to whom he will. Whoever ascribes partners to Allah is guilty of a monstrous sin. Have you not seen those who praise themselves for purity? Allah purifies whom He will, and they will not be wronged, given an account as, forgive me, as a trivial act that has that hair upon a disease. See how they invent lies about Allah that of itself is a most flagrant sin. Have you not seen those to whom a portion of the scripture had been given, how they believe in idols and false deities, and how they say of those who disbelieve, these are more rightly guided than those who believe. A Medina Jew named Ka'b Ibn al-Ashraf was I'm trying to read these words. Arguing against the Holy Prophet, endeavoring or comment the alliance between the Jews and the pagans of Makkah against the Prophet. On occasion, the adulterers would ask the Jews who is on the right track, we or the Muslims, and the Jews' response came, you are. The above verse was revealed about this attitude. And Ka'b ibn al-Ashraf, okay. And so continuing, I'll try to keep my own comments down here. Verse 52, those are they who Allah has cursed, and he whom Allah has cursed, you, O Muhammad, will find for him no helper. Or have they even a share in the sovereignty? Then is that case they would not give mankind even the speck of a discussion, a date stone, or are they jealous of mankind because that which Allah of his bounty has bestowed upon them? For we bestowed upon the house of Abraham the scriptures and wisdom, and we bestowed on them a glorious kingdom. And of them were some who believed, and some of them averted their faces from Abraham. Hell is sufficient for them for their burning. Surely those who disbelieve in our revelations, we shall expose them to the fire, as others on their skins are treated. We shall exchange them for fresh skins, and they may taste the torment. Surely Allah is ever mighty wise. So 56, verse 56, Muslims get fresh skins after their time in hell. All right, we have 837 here at KXVS.org. And we were at verse, okay, taking it from 52. Okay, at 56. Surely those who disbelieve in our revelations, okay, 57, as for those who believe and do good deeds, we shall make them enter gardens bestowed, beneath which rivers flow, to dwell therein forever. There for them are pure spouses, and we shall make them ever spreading shade. The above 13 verses give a series of comparisons between three human possibilities: idolatry, unbelief, and Judaism. These possibilities are very much alive today, and the intelligent should be fully aware of them. Verse 58, surely Allah commands you to render back things held in trust to their rightful owners, and if you judge between mankind, that you judge justly. Assuredly, excellent is the teaching which Allah gives you, for Allah is He who hears and sees all things. Footnote: although this verse lays down the timeless principle of taking care of trust and covenants, it also reflects a specific occasion of revelation when the blessed Prophet Muhammad conquered Makkah. A man named, let me get this right here, still working on it. Mullah ibn Talba was the caretaker of the Kaaba, whose keys he held. Refusing to surrender the keys to the monotheists, what the heck? He climbed onto the roof of the Kaaba. Now this is taking place in 630, this description, this footnote description, and Surah 4 came forth in the year 626, most of it. Okay, he's up on the roof of the Kaaba. He's paying attention to no one, but saying to the blessed Prophet, if I really know that you are the Prophet, I would continually give the keys to you. Yes, Hadra, Ali, all may God be pleased with you, with him, and to the keys from him by force, and opened the Kaaba's door. The Prophet condemned unto the Kaaba offered 2 rakas of prayer. Oh, the Prophet entered into the Kaaba, offered 2 rakas of prayer, and went out again. The uncle of the Prophet, Al-Abbas, asked him to entrust him with the keys of the Kaaba and to praise him to caretaker. This was the reason for the revelation of the above verse. But the Blessed Prophet reduced his uncle and asked all to return the keys to the original caretaker and ask him to apologize, having seen and heard them. Uthmala ibn Talba embraced Islam. Verse 59, O you who believe, obey Allah and obey the messenger, and those of you who are in authority, and if you have a dispute concerning any matter, refer it to Allah and the messenger. If you are true believers in Allah and the last day, that is better and more suitable for fixed determination. Yes. A footnote. The above verse establishes a hierarchy or I'm having trouble with some of this print, or other of priority in the utilization of sources of sacred authority whether in matters of law or state or the running of individual Islamic enterprises. The asking of 6 follows: 1, the Holy Quran; 2, the partners of life of the Blessed Prophet, servants of the Blessed Prophet; 3, the consensus of administrative, legislative, or academic bodies which represent the Muslim community. For analogy, whereby ruling for issues not uncertainable, not ascertainable through the previous 3 methods, may be derived by identifying the rationale behind known rulings and applying it to the new situation. It establishes a judgment. Whenever Muslims disagree over a matter, they are required to abide by the fourfold ranking of options, of priorities. The occasion for the revelation of this verse is said to have been an incident in which one of the hypocrites declared, we should seek the opinions of Ka'ab ibn al-Sharaf. Verse 60, have you not seen those who plotted, who pretend that they believe in that which is revealed to you, and that which was revealed before you? They sent the judgment of false gods, although they are ordered to reject them. Satan would mislead them far astray. That was verse 60. Here's a footnote. Reference to the word slikat in the glossary will show its meaning more exactly, but the following 5 verses deal with it and shows that Satan is right as to anything in rebellion against the truth of his prophets. Verse 61, and when it is said to those, come to that which Allah has revealed, and to the messenger, you are the hypocrites, turn from turn from you with avarice, with aversion. Verse 62, how could it be if a misfortune seized them? Oh my. Because of that which their own hands have sent before them, then would they come to you, covering by Allah that they were striking nothing by, but goodwill and not conciliation. These are they, the secrets of whose hearts Allah knows. So keep clear of them, but admonish them, and speak to them in plain about their souls. We send no messenger except that its book be obeyed by permission of Allah, and if when they wronged themselves, they had two curses to you, and ask forgiveness of Allah, and ask forgiveness of that messenger, they would have found Allah forgiving and merciful.
Okay, footnote following verse 64. This is an indication that the prayers of the blessed prophet I'm trying to read these words, would respectfully accept was accepted to God, was respectfully acceptable to God, but know by you, Lord, they will not believe completely until they make you judge of what is in dispute between them, and find within themselves to dislike of that which you decide, and submit with full submission. Footnote: faith in Islam does not consist merely in a verbal affirmation. One must believe in one's heart and believe wholeheartedly. It is not enough simply to say, I believe in God and He, forgive me here, folks, and His prophet has to accept. One has to accept the divine commandments and the teachings and example of the prophet with full sincerity. Continuing up, we got 9 o'clock here at the Voice of Stockton, coming up on verse 66. Let me check some of the electronics. Forgive me for the slow reading. Some of those words are hard to tell, and I don't want to get them right, get them wrong. Okay, checking on the radio DJ. And yes, it's up and running fine. 9 p.m. you are web-tuned to the Voice of Stockton, coming to you over KXVS.org. And things are continuing on the XSplit and the Facebook, and checking the audition. Okay, audition is coming along fine. Trying to read the doggone thing. And yeah, we got 53 minutes in. Okay, continuing. Back over here now. If we had, oh man, if we had decreed for them, show thee sacrifice you sacrifice your lives or leave your homes, few of them would have done as though if they did when they are exhorted to do it, would be better for them and more strengthening for their faith. And we got about 9:02 here at KXVS.org here on the Sunday Night Islam Show. Ask them, we should bestow upon them from our presence an immense reward and should guide them to a straight path. Here's a footnote. That was verse 68. According to a hadith narrated by the Lady Aisha, may God be pleased with her, a man once came to the Prophet and said to him, O Prophet of Allah, I love you more deeply than my wife and my children. When I am at home, I remember you. I immediately come to see you. When I remember that you and I that you and I will both die, I know that you will go to the garden with the rest of the prophets, while as for me, even if I can err, even if I can enter the gardens, I will not be able to see you. On this occasion, the prophet did not answer at once, but waited, and the following verse was revealed, verse 69. Whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger, they are with those to whom Allah had shown favor of the prophets and the sincere saints or lovers of the truth, and the martyrs and the righteous, the best of company are they. Such is the bounty of Allah, and Allah is sufficient as knower. O you who believe, take your precautions, then go forth in parties to jihad or go forth altogether. Okay, got a footnote here. It is one of the ironies of life on earth that peace can often only be secured through violent means. If good men do not fight for what is true and good, then evil men will surely triumph, and it is hence the duty of those who uphold God's truth and to take up arms from time to time. However, such much they may be averse to doing, so Islam encourages mankind to fight just wars in order to prevent oppression, cruelty, and injustice, and to establish the truth and freedom of religion, but it prohibits any form of combat embarked upon without just cause, for its objective is peace, not strife and dissension. Okay, we got 9:08 here at the Voice of Stockton, and we'll call it a good read to there that read to verse 71 and footnote finished left column. Okay, start at verse 72, and that will be on page 85. Oh, my vision is not good. 88. Verse 72 on page 88. All righty. Well, thanks for persevering with my less than perfect vision and reading under these lights. There's plenty of light in here. And so this is where we've been in Surah 4. We'll continue in Surah 4. It's a very lengthy surah. Going on, we're on page 88, and it will be going to page 105. So got quite a bit, probably another 2 shows. So let me call it a good read evening with you. And this has been KXVS.org coming to you from the John Moriarty Studio, Stockton, California. All righty, that's a stop there. Let's go over. Did I do a freeze? Has there been a freeze on the Facebook and XSplit